Hello everyone, and welcome to this latest poetry reading. It's been a while, but I thought, considering the time of year and the amount of celebrations that are going on at the moment, it'd be quite nice to do a special reading by Candlelight. Many of you will know it is the time of celebrations for Day of the Dead, All Souls, All Saints, Halloween. The nights are getting longer. It's pitch black by 5:30 here in London, so we're getting to that point where reality feels like it's being stretched a bit thin. It's coming to winter, the days are a bit crisper, the sky seems paler and a bit more stretched out. It's a lot of transition and change and hibernation before the new beginning in spring. And so we're going to read a poem by Sylvia Plath, who for me is possibly one of the greatest poets for me in terms of being able to express that dark, sinister side of the human conscious and mind without always being overly depressing, and there is never a sense of self-pity. It's a very analytical description of what goes on behind the scenes. And it's a very unflinching look as well, which I find just really inspiring. She doesn't have any sugar-coated endings. There is no sense of, oh, it'll be okay in the end. No, this is reality. This is how it feels. It is very much a sense of, a baptism of fire. You've gone through the fire, you've been burnt, and all that's left is that purity, that pure essence of who you are. So the poem that I'm reading tonight is called Wintering, which again is appropriate given the time of year. This is the easy time, there's nothing doing. I have whirled the midwife's extractor, I have my honey, 6 jars of it, 6 cat's eyes in the wine cellar. Wintering in a dark without window, at the heart of the house, next to the last tenant's rancid jam, and the bottles of empty glitters, Sir So-and-so's gin. This is the room I've never been in. This is the room I could never breathe in. The black punched in there like a bat. No light, but the torch in its faint. Chinese yellow on appalling objects. Black asininity, decay, possession. It is they who own me, neither cruel nor indifferent, only ignorant. This is the time of the hanging on for the bees. The bees so slow I hardly know them, filing like soldiers to the syrup tin, to make up for the honey that I've taken. Tate and Lyle keeps them going, the refined snow. It is Tate and Lyle they live on instead of flowers. They take it. The cold sets in. Now they ball in a mass, black, mined against all that white. The smile of the snow is white. It spreads itself out, a mile-long body of Messine, into which on warm days they can only carry their dead. The bees are all women, the maids, and the long royal lady. They have got rid of the men, the blunt, clumsy stumblers, the bores. Winter is for women, the woman still at her knitting, at the cradle of Spanish walnut, her body a bulb in the cold and too dumb to think. Will the hive survive? Will the gladiolas succeed in banking their fires to enter another year? What will they taste of? Christmas roses. The bees are flying. They taste the spring. So, quite a complicated poem. Obviously dealing with the movement from winter and death, and we do actually finish on spring, but there's a sense of loss in that the bees, who were the personas and the companion, have gone. They've left that figure behind. The figure can't follow. It's trapped in this darkness with honey that it's stolen, that it's grasped and ferreted away. Yeah. I'll, as usual, follow it with a deep dive. It should be an interesting poem. I've never read this one before actually, and I've never studied it either. Happy Halloween, everyone.